What is up, everybody? How's it going? I'm Squall Charlson. You obviously know that being on this channel, it's not just a name, it's my name. It's a good name. Hey, everybody. Jesus, that scared me. Yeah, I was going to put some music on to kind of transition that a little bit better, but I forgot. I was running out of time. I'm surprised I got this all done and ready to go. How's everybody doing? How you guys doing? Welcome to Superhero After Time. This is a new show that I'm going to start producing every week because today I just got finally caught up on Build, and we are going to use this channel and this show in this time slot, hopefully this works for everybody, to talk about the new episodes that happened this week. So I'm talking about episode 14 of Lupin vs. Pot and episode 35 of Build for today's episode. Before we get started, I have a little fun thing to show you guys. You guys may have saw the thumbnail, maybe on Twitter, but I went to a market today and I found all of the, I found these like little energy drinks that they've been advertising on Build, and I was like, I need to buy at least 5 of these. So I did, and I'm going to be drinking that throughout the stream. Here, let's open it. Look at this. It's got this little, ooh, it always squirts me every time. Don't use that out of context. But yeah, it's like a more robust ramen where you don't have to like bust the ball down into it. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to set all this up. But basically, this new service that I'm using to stream, I can load all of my my chat right there. But yeah, so let's talk about the show first before we jump into everything. We're going to start with Lupinranger versus Patranger, and then we always move on to Build, just because I think Build is kind of, you know, getting to be the bigger show right now, with it getting close to being done. But, yeah, so it's going to kind of be like Shukan Tokunet, but this is going to be mostly just about the episodes. We're going to totally get into the spoilers, because I feel like that's something that everybody needs to kind of like let loose every now and then. Just finished 35. Good God. Thanks. Thanks for joining us. Let's take a sip first. Oh, that's good. That's like, ooh, I can feel it. I can feel it going to work. But yeah, so I want to open this up to people. Sort of what we do with Shukan is we have editors or other guests come on to talk about. Pata Red should have died. No, he's gonna have a good comeback story. It's kind of like Shinken Red. So I want to open this up to people to come on and talk. Maybe not this episode, because we're gonna kind of do a little test there. You guys are all my little test audience, my little marionettes. Dance, puppets, dance. But yeah, Japanese energy drinks are something different. Like, look how small this is compared to like how big you can buy monsters now. Like, you can buy ones that like you can't even get your hands around. But this, I had one of these earlier and I was just off the walls. I was getting super like hyped. I was screaming while watching Build. We'll get to that. Yes, you are my minion. I'm going to try to keep up with chat. But basically, we're sponsored, not really, by, how do you pronounce this? It's like vitamin C, but it's like, or vitamin C or something. All right, so let's jump into the episodes of the week. So like I said, we're going to start off with Lupinranger versus Patranger, and you guys feel free at any time to just obviously use the chat. I'll try to keep up with it and everything. But you may notice down in the corner too, I have my most recent pledges for Patreon, and I'm not saying go support me on Patreon, but I have it set up for super chats too, and I don't know if I want to do it this episode or the next episode after I kind of get it out there a little bit more. Hey, what's up, Ranger Liz? You made it in time. Did you watch the episode? You shouldn't be here if you haven't seen the episode. But basically what I want to do is whoever, and I'm still kind of workshopping this, but whoever super chats the highest amount will either win a prize from me. I'll send you something. I'll do a video maybe even that you want to see, like if you want to see an honest Toku trailer on anything, or just want me to cover a topic that I normally wouldn't get to. That's what I'm thinking I might start doing for whoever super chats the most, just to kind of help support me so that I can keep doing these things. Oronamin C. Yeah, that sounds right. Oh man. Yes, I am all caught up on Build. I just finished the episode and I was actually screaming. But let's talk about Lupinranger first, because this was actually a really good episode. This was number 14, The Fabricated Trap. So I don't know if you guys look into like all the cool, fun, intricate things that go into this show, but there's a lot of them. Like this week, the monster of the week, we had 2 of them, technically 3. But our monster of the week was this fellow. I forget what his name is, but he was an alpaca themed, which is really funny because if you know me, one of my favorite Super Sentai villains, actually no, he's my favorite Super Sentai villain, is the alpaca monster from Akiba Ranger. And what's really funny is that he had a brother. They both had brothers who were killed by the Rangers. And I don't know, I think that's really fascinating. But we finally answered the age-old question. When a monster shows up, why don't they just get in the Megazord and just step on the guy? Because that's exactly what they did. God, this alpaca was the best. He was voiced by Kenichiro Matsuda. Oh yeah, these guys also remind me of like the brothers, the Sneak brothers from Gokaiger. Do you guys remember them? That's such a good episode. The black one had a cool design. Ooh, I forgot to do all that. Oops. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is a test run. This is a test run. But basically, he's done, this guy who did the voice of the Alpaca Brothers, he did a bunch of other voices. Like we have the keyboard guy, what was his name? Yokai Mokuren from Ninja. And then he also did someone from Kyoryuger. He also did, you can kind of see it underneath there. I forgot to put him on layers. He also did the Gorman, the Super Gorman from Gokaiger. So fun fact. But yeah, there's some other, the other villain that we had in this episode. Damn it, I didn't put this on layers either. Man, you guys, I fucked up. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. Hold on. There we go. You're welcome. But yeah, our second villain from this week. Man, I was doing everything last minute. I'm so sorry, guys. Our secondary villain from this week that survived, the one that had the poison needles, who ended up poisoning Keiichiro in the trap that they set for him in the little, whatever the hell it was called. He ended up surviving. He's actually voiced by this guy named Hiroyuki Yoshino, who, if you already saw, he did the villain from the Shikinger and Goanger movie, Homurakogi. I'm really good with this, you guys. This is off to a great start. Ooh. We should do a stream on here with shots. That every time I mispronounce something, I have to take a shot. That could get really dangerous. But yeah, oh man, Commander Hilltop was really funny in this episode. He had the one line, what was it? Oh my gosh. It cracked me up. I had to go back and rewatch that a couple times. But yeah, but that's not the most surprising person we had in this episode. If you guys remember, the guy who played the police officer, who in the flashback was the reason why Keiichiro ended up going into the police force. Did any of you guys recognize who that was? He's a suit actor. What's really funny is that he's the suit actor for adult version of Keiichiro. Pato Red. I thought that was so funny when he showed up, because I was like, I know him. He's done a lot of other suit roles, and he's been out of suit every now and then. Why did we not get that guy in PR? Oh yeah, from the Shiken Go one. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, this guy has done so much suit acting work. So it was really funny to see him, and really kind of cool to see him out of suit, having a role. Because hopefully, I think we should go back to him eventually. Like, it shouldn't just be a one-time done deal. Like, I feel like there was some more going on with the guy that they were putting in the back of the car. Like, whether he was like a thief or a murderer, or who knows. Yeah, he did Duo World, he did Kyuger Blue, he did Tokyuger 2, Go Bus Blue, Star Ninja, and Shishiredo. He's done a bunch of other stuff too, but these are just like the main ones that I decided to put on here. Blue 6th Thread. Yeah, I mean, you got to move up somehow. Oh, I did kind of put him in that order too. Interesting. That wasn't intentional. That wasn't intentional at all. But yeah, this was a great episode. I loved the little kid who was dressed up like the Phantom Thief. That got me. That was really funny. And I also noticed because he was in that costume, the Lupinrangers didn't transform at all. So I thought that was really funny. What did you guys think of that episode? We'll talk about it if you guys have anything else you want to cover before we move on to build, because obviously we got a lot to talk about with build. I can feel it in my soul. But this is great. This is like, what is this, our first 2-part episode? Kind of left on a little bit of a cliffhanger. I don't know, I think it's going to be really fun how they finish it. I feel like the storytelling in the show so far has been really top-notch. Seeing the Dawn in action was amazing. That's right, he showed up, which I wonder if one of those commanders has the job of like transporting his chair, because he was sitting down in like his normal chair, and when he got up he left the chair there. I wonder if like whose job it is to move that chair. Kichiro dying is a cliffhanger. No, he'll be up. Like I'm pretty sure he'll be up. I'm so torn, you guys, when it comes to like the next time ons, because I want to watch it, but they don't edit them very well, or they edit them in a way that'll get kids to want to come back and watch it. So they always show the new forms. They always show like what's gonna happen. But like on that subject, I watched builds next time on, just in case we were gonna talk about it. Oh yeah, Sentai dying. And builds next episode, or like it has like a little after the CM look at Sento's new form, and like it doesn't show it, but we see his like his white hair. So if he does get something brand new in that, which obviously he's using the driver, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm really surprised that they didn't show anything else in that trailer, in that little teaser. Build is my first Kamen Rider, and God, it's amazing. Yes, it's super good. Oh, the chair did teleport with him? I guess I wasn't paying attention that much. I was too busy still thinking about the small butler, or whatever that guy's name is. Also, there was a Good Striker wasn't in this episode because Keiichiro in the new vehicles, which is good. I'm super excited about these vehicles. This is what I want to talk about, was because these vehicles are going to be used by the police. They're going to transform into a robot. And mark my words, it's going to piss Good Striker off that he won't be used as much by the police. So he'll be used more by the Lupinrangers. But we're hopefully soon, once they unlock that, going to get our first Pato and Lupin mecha fight. Which, whew. The main boss is voiced by Roger Smith. Who's that? Who's Roger Smith? Yeah, Lupat does have... Well, okay, Lupat doesn't have good character development so far. It relies everything on flashbacks. So it has a character, but it's showing you how they got to be that character, which is kind of... It's like reverse character development, which I kind of like. I think it's cool. That new Sento form was an error. Who is worse at teaser, Power Rangers or Sentai? Well, see, when Power Rangers teases something, you'll finally see it in like 3 months when they come back on air. Good Striker was in the flashback, that's right. Also, the treasure for this week was the Shurikenger, what was it, Akared Shuriken? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to it. Let's do it. Okay, everyone here. Lupinrangers and Patrangers, there's not much that we could spoil really from this episode, other than like Keiichiro gets poisoned, but he manages to survive it, which is it supports my thing that everything that Kamen Rider does, Super Sentai copies, because Sento a couple episodes ago, a couple weeks ago, was poisoned. Or was that last episode? They all blur together right now. Yeah, where was Goody? That's how I knew it was going to be a two-parter, was because he wasn't going to show up. But let's talk about Kamen Rider Build, you guys. Oh, I feel so dumb. So around this time last year, I was not watching Kamen Rider because I wasn't a big fan of X-Aid. But doing this show, I knew I had to catch up on Build, and people kept telling me it was really, really good. But people also told me that X-Aid was really good, but I just could not enjoy it. But this show it's so good. It's so pure. Like I don't even know what the last show I've watched where I hear the theme song and I want to get up and like rock out to it, which is really disappointing that Lupin and Pat doesn't have an ending dance song, because you know I'd be all over that. But Build, every time like it gets to the chorus, I want to like jump up with everybody in the intro. And they kind of messed it up when they changed the intro, because everyone kind of jumps a little bit off beat, and I can't help but notice that. Pandora's freaking Tower. Oh, you guys, it's Gossager. It's back. Gossager had the Tower from Heaven. This is the Pandora Tower from Hell. X-Aid was alright. It had its moments. See, and that's what I was expecting. That's how like a lot of the previous Kamen Riders have been to me. Like, I got through Drive and I hated the ending, but like I was like, it had some really good moments. Like they had all these bits where he's trying to hide his identity, and I really liked how they did that. And like when it finally was like a public thing, I was like, oh, this is awesome. But Build is kind of like, yeah, we'll keep the identity secret. And then like 3 episodes later, they're like, yeah, I'm the Kamen Rider. Hello. Just don't mind me. Just gotta take care of this, whatever they're called. Let's talk about it. Episode 35, The Tower of Destruction. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to start with this. First, I should maybe... Where is this? Where is this? Hold on. Need to change my... There we go. Need to change that. It wouldn't let me. Oh my gosh. So I spent the last couple days catching up to where we are at in Build right now, and it's been a hell of a ride. It's been crazy. Oh, Mitan. God, I feel more for Kurishima. He had his chance. He was so close. Oh, stupid Sento has to ruin everything. But let's talk about let's talk about the elephant in the room, Banjo. Banjo was his name-o. Yeah, so he basically was taken over by the guy that's been inside of Mitan's dad, who's been my favorite character, I think, throughout the entire run. I totally guessed he was stock, and I was really happy that he was, and that previously in some Kamen Riders, they would make you think that character was going to be evil, and then they would be like, oh, no, that character's fine. But they totally steered into it with this one. But why does, when he gets taken over, he look like Momotaro's took him over? A little bit, you can kind of see it. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the red in his hair, but are the Martians, is this race that took Banjo over and the other guy, are they Imagines? Are they the Imagines? Is that how we're gonna lead into Geo, whatever it's called? Banjo taking an evil just looks, yeah. Oh, Momotaros is bae. Momotaros is my favorite. Oh fuck. I'm gonna go grab my Momotaros. Seriously, if you guys ever want a quick way to my heart, just buy me something Momotaros related. Like, look at these guys. They're adorable. They're my favorite. I'm gonna put them right here. They're gonna be with us for the stream in spirit. And is Evilton Imagine? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But the biggest question that I've had while watching this, and I don't know if anyone has like rewatched everything or if you've just been watching them one at a time, but hold on one second. But What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know if anyone has like rewatched a bunch of these like recent episodes like together, but me watching it through for the first time, everything we see about Banjo, like everything about Banjo in like the intro is he's always fighting. He's always like got this urge to fight, and then with the revelation that he is he's basically this baby that was bred for evil and like destruction from another planet, but then something happened and he became good. He became a hero for the light. Banjo is basically just Goku. That's what I kind of came to, is he's Goku. Oh, Patty, I want Grease to live too. Okay, Grease power-ups. I have a strict no scans like a thing with myself, that I do not look at scans. I do not I don't fuck with scans, just because I know that that's leaked way too early, and I also like to like have my show not be spoiled. But if Grease doesn't get one fucking power up, this show's not gonna be the best. It's not gonna hold up in my heart. If Banjo is Goku, Sento is who? Well, if he's Goku, he'd be Master Roshi. No, I don't know. He's not a pervert though. Fuck. I'll come back to that. Banjo's more goofy than Goku. What? What are you talking about? Goku's goofy as fuck. Banjo was in Amazons? I haven't seen Amazons. I have not caught on the Kamen Rider thing for a long time. I've been super busy. It's Piccolo. Sento is damn Krillin. That could be. Yeah, I could see that. But let's talk about my favorite character so far. Obviously, I'm talking about Grease. This dude has the best costume I've ever seen. I'm not usually a big fan of gold, but like the belt aside, even that blue works really well with the base colors, but like the translucent plastic, like, and like underneath his helmet is like white with the red eyes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, he'll just get like a power up in the movie and that'll be it. If Owner's gonna be important, he better be. Like, he should know because he's had him inside him this whole time. Grease's love. So guys, I found out, because I just moved to California, that there is actually a Japanese market that is a 4 or 5 minute drive from where I live. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see all the photos that I posted today. And that's where I got these. They sell them for like a couple bucks there. But when I was watching the show, I was really confused because I understand bottles. You put the bottles in, you shake them up, which isn't a good idea for real drinks. But I was like, what the hell is jelly? Like, is it just like jelly packets like for like your toast, or what is it? But look what I found at the market. They have these little jelly juice packets. Look at that. I didn't know that this was a thing. Like, obviously now that I can see the toy in this, like, this looks more like a Capri Sun like milk pouch thing, and I wasn't sure what that was, but like, you squeeze it right in. It's so cool. I haven't tried one of these yet, but it's their jam. Nice. Speaking of the Grease scene in the latest build episode, what do you mean? It's a jelly pack. Yeah, I did not know what this was, but this says multivitamin. This jelly beverage that can replenish the vitamin for one meal. To the person who wants to retain pressured and youth. I don't know if I want to retain pressure, but So they're doing food again like Gaim. Yeah, that's what I was... It's all like drink based, but let's give this a shot. Ooh. Ooh. That has a unique smell. Oh, I wish I could like. I don't know if you guys can like see that. I'm trying not to like have it spill out, but it's like, it literally looks like something you would put inside a robot. I hate the jellies. They're so dumb. Like, do you hate the real jellies or the jellies in that? Because they are kind of dumb. But, yeah. Oh, it's replenishing my vitamins for one meal. Huh. I want to do a skit with one of these. I need to get a splash driver. That's something that I know I'm gonna have to get eventually. Because Grease is, every time Grease has done anything, he's been my favorite. But this is interesting. If any of you guys are coming to Power Morphicon, hit me up. I'll see if there's any markets out there. Otherwise, if you want, I can bring you some of these, and you can try them for yourself. Why are the toys awful? Are they just like, because I feel like if you crush them a couple times, they're not gonna hold up. Trash driver. Is it really that bad? Oh man, maybe I should wait, because like on Amazon JP, they have like a bunch of Q Ranger stuff that's in the bargain bin now, so you can get like the Megazord for like 20 bucks. That's not including shipping though. But yeah, holy crap, there's so much that was going on in this episode. Like, we have the Pandora's box finally coming together. We have, guys, shit's getting real. The one thing that they tear easy. Ooh, that's not good. I like the splash driver, but I think it would have been cooler if the crushed full bottles, like with Rogue. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Rogue. Like, I like his character. I just don't like his design, or like, I don't know, anything about it. Because like, it just feels like they really were like, we need a new rider, but they didn't want to develop a new belt or like introduce it into the show. So they're just like, he uses a splash driver too. Cool, whatever. Yeah, But was it better than 29? No, 29 was the best episode. Holy shit. When Grease like finally became a hero for them, and they did all that like slow motion fight stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers, but yeah. Fuck, where is this gonna go? The one thing I couldn't like get out of my head was when the main formation of like where the tower would go like came up. It baffled me that people would still work next to this wall. I don't know. I guess it has been like, what, a year since it went up, so I guess it's kind of okay. But like, so many people died. So many people are dying. I kind of wish this show would cover it, because they did really well with Sento and him like grieving over the loss of Grease's buddies that he killed. But would I like for Rogue to have his own belt? Yeah, me too. It just kind of feels really sort of, I don't know, kind of like last thought, last minute. I mean, and it's a bottle too. It's like, it's not even something completely unique, which I thought, if you're gonna have something like that, you might as well do something completely different. And then of course the final rider, it's just the build driver, but it's like a reskin. Like, I don't know, they're cutting some weird corners. But the moment when Grease used his friend's full bottles, fucking amazing. Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps. I had to stop watching that and like go take a minute and like pace around, because I was so worked up from it. But yeah. But that's all I got for the show. We'll have someone on next week, so it'll be a little bit more of a conversation, and then instead of just me like just bullshitting with you guys for like 20-30 minutes. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys liked hanging out. Should I down the rest of this? Should I get my vitamins that I missed out on my last meal? I've never seen any literally. You must be literally punching them. What's my favorite build episode? 29, the one with Grease becoming, like, joining their side officially, which was really cool that he was like fighting with them in the proxy battles. But Mm. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you see what I'm wearing today, got the How to Adapt Tokusatsu shirt on because for all Patreons, I'm probably gonna get it finished tonight. I got started pretty good on part 2. We might do an all-nighter to finish that for you guys. We'll see. But that'll be going up very soon for Patreons. And it will be coming out in a couple days after that. So I hope you guys are excited for Chug, Patty. Hope you guys are excited for that. That's gonna be really good. I actually got goosebumps when I watched the ending of it, but it's gonna be a little bit longer too. So just all right, we're gonna chug this. It's like a more liquid, like Jello. Like if someone like imagine you're a bird and your mama bird took like a bunch of Jello and like chewed it up and then like spit it into you. That's kind of what this is like. Like it's all like really tiny chewed up Jello bits. What's my it's not, it doesn't taste bad, don't get me wrong. It's just like it just sits weird in your mouth. What's my favorite build form? I really like Grease. Like I haven't seen a form, I haven't seen a suit like that I just absolutely like immediately loved in a long time. I think the last suit that I saw that I immediately was in love with was Forze, just because I love like the astronaut theme of it. And then Meteor came out and I was like, it's good still, but it's, I don't know. Don't die on us. Yeah, well, if you guys are coming to Power Morphicon, feel free to hit me up. I'll grab you a few and we can do the jelly challenge. Let's see. It's got, holy crap, it's got 388% of your vitamin C daily value. 240% of your vitamin E. Look at that. Look at that. Holy shit. That's terrible. I hate Jello. I mean, Jello's good, especially if it's like Jello shots. Do you like 29 because of the yeah, that is when they changed the opening, was it? I was kind of like, where's Grease and all this? But like, because he became an actual person and a hero, then he like was able to be in the intro. For his best main rider, no, Black's probably the best main rider. Force is good. Drinking challenge. Oh, you guys, okay. So some of you are here for the Lupinranger, Patranger discussion we had on Twitter. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos during Power Morphicon weekend. I have a panel that I'm hopefully doing. I have the tournament that we're going to be doing with the Climax Fighters. So if you guys saw part 1 of that, that's going to be, I'm going to do more parts of those, but we're also going to do a tournament with a bunch of like different people that you know online, not necessarily just Tokutubers. And then I'm going to be doing, I've planned this out now, a Lupinranger and Patranger game, where I'm going to get a bunch of people that are going to be Patrangers, and I'm going to get a bunch of people that are Lupinrangers, and the Lupinrangers all know who one another are, and the Patrangers all know who one another are, but they don't know who the Lupinrangers are, but the Lupinrangers know who the Patrangers are, and they're going to be playing pranks on them. And they're going to see if they can get away with it without getting caught. And if they do, Lupinrangers get a point. If they don't, Patrangers get a point, and we'll see who has the most points at the end of the day. So that's going to be really fun to do. Black, it's Kamen Rider African American. No, it's Braku. 80s, we're a simpler time. We'll see. For the tournament. It's so loud. We'll see for the tournament who all is going to be down for it, because I think if I don't move over there sometime soon, or I may have to use someone else's like hotel room TV to have it all set up. But yeah, episode 21 of Build is one of my favorites episodes of Toku, period. Oh, it's the one where the Hazard Sento kills Greases. Yeah, that was good. I did really like that. No, it's Masked Rider. Ooh, 13 Messiah cards and spreading them at the venue. I'm actually making Lupinranger cards for the Patrangers so that they'll get them, and then that's how they'll be introduced into the game, is what they'll read. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna finish. Well, let's finish this real quick. There's a little bit left. Mansion. Oh, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys thought. Honest opinions. Tweet them at me over at Twitter. I'm at Squall Charlson on Twitter if you don't follow me. Just let me know what I can do to improve, what we can do to move forward, because I think this is a fun idea. I think obviously getting someone else in here too and talking will be a little bit funnier. Will be a little bit more enjoyable to watch. But yeah, get you guys self some vitamin C. I think I've had way too much vitamin C. How much does this have in it? Ew. A lot. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you next week or over on Twitter. Bye.